Hi guys, welcome to the Not Heard Enough podcast.
Yep. And if you are wondering who that is, that's the guest for today. We are happy to have Jumoke on set today, and we will be discussing a lot of interesting things. Today's topic will be on friendships and everything around friendships. But before we continue, we have Nosa on set as well, ready to give us his very offside takes. And again, like I said, Jumoke will be helping us as well. So, very quickly, let's just talk about what was really fun this week, which is the party that we were all present at yesterday. So, if you don't know, there was sort of like a summer party that, most of the Not Heard Enough crew were part of in setting up, and it went great. But let's hear from the horses, man. What do you think?
Why am I the horse?
Do you want me to speak for it? Well, FYI, it was the DJ.
Yeah.
He was the one that saved the day for us.
You killed it.
First of all, I'm not the horse because the horse implies that you are the main character in the film. Abi?
Well, you know you guessed.
I was a guest, but I'm not the
Which
main
animal do
guest.
you want me to use? So yeah, tell me.
That's not the point. Chad, I don't know. It was there, like first party in a very long time.
Oh, for you.
Really?
I'm not a party person, so.
Did you like it?
Did I like the party? How do you like parties?
Did you have fun? Was it interesting?
Oh, did I have fun?
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was you were the one controlling everybody. You
As
guys
in-
give us your house, everybody. Hey! But I mean, I'll be honest though. Before he took over, I was already telling people around that I'm on this one. Mess up to the next one. I'll be like, people just seem pretty dull.
Yeah.
Like they were not ready to like turn up, and I don't know, me, I was trying to play. I was handling the music before he took over. I mean, I was trying to play new songs, but new is subjective. Like some people say, give us new song. I give you Fireboy Yawa from yesterday. You say no, that's too new. You want give me Pana. It's Pana new. 2022 song.
What's Pana?
Techno Spanner.
2022.
For like a bit 2021. Which way is it? So it's hard like to play new songs because new is subjective. Like what's new for you? What's the newest song in your phone library?
Maybe Davido's songs.
Oh, Timeless.
Yeah.
Timeless would have
And then
been,
maybe this, what's the song? New Religion, Olamide and Ashake.
Oh, okay.
That's the newest one.
Okay, but most people don't know that the lyrics
Yeah.
to the song. So even if you play it, like it will first load. Maybe it's when they hear what's Ashake's trademark thing.
You want to
Oh, Olamide Ashake.
Maybe when they hear that they can get up, but it will never be like if you play Sungba.
Yeah.
Or if you play those songs that was a hit like last year. And that was my problem. That's why I was struggling with playing music. Man, I say, oh yeah, let me plug, let me the true song. And I think that him taking us back to like our younger years, because let's face it, we are now old. That's why everybody was
Good.
happy when you were playing old songs. From Yauzi to how far now? Apples play Ashao. Flavor. Apples play Implication. This guy
Wanda Cole.
it was
I remember when he played one song. He played, and I went to meet you and I was like, what was this? I was like, please.
It was song
This is a request. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one guy that was asking for one white song. Proud. Say, guy, just 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. This one won't tire, but to be honest, that's what usually happens when you don't have like a DJ, like an official DJ who is present, because you won't go there. And yesterday was the first time that I realized that hype men, they are not to be played with. There's a craft in what they do. Like give it the bow. It's not funny. It's not funny. Like at different times, AK Ada, who have been on this podcast, by the way, we're trying to ginger people. Okay, everybody, your guy, leave us. If there was a hype man there, as you were playing those songs, they just doing. I see somebody standing right there. Give me the
Just keep remembering Tenny Eddie.
Tenny Eddie. I swear the playlist I played was giving shout out to Tenny Eddie. He was like the hype man at my wedding.
Oh.
And that DJ was just bang average.
So it was the hype man that
He
made
was
the
the
beat.
one that turned it upside down. Like it was crazy. And after having like I don't want to say flop of a reception, but It wasn't so great. The after party was all we had, and when the DJ was now messing, there was the time the song even went off. I don't know what was touching the sockets. The hype man just took the mic a cappella and was just singing. Everybody was
Everybody was singing along.
I'm telling you, it was mad. Like top 3 vendors of my wedding, 10 years this day. Like it was just brilliant. But what was the highlight for you yesterday? What was the highlight?
Turkey.
The
Yes,
turkey was nice.
it was.
Yeah, it was good. We had like really proper.
There was so much food.
Yeah, there was so much food. Like I'm thinking what they will do with the food, because there was a time that they started telling me to urge people to take more food.
Really?
Yeah, dude. There was more and more. There was.
Didn't see that.
I'm telling you, maybe people don't see, but there was more and more. There was.
There was asun apparently. Did you know that?
A small chop. There was everything.
Where did they hide it? 'Cause it's only the jollof rice and the turkey that I see.
Did you see fried rice?
Yeah, I saw the fried rice too.
There were a lot of things on ground, but apparently even me will be part of the host. I don't even know where.
What happened to the SS food?
The SS
Exactly.
It will collect now.
I was.
Me, I collect just 2 small packs.
What?
I would like to say,
You went there since
put more, you know, rich. That one,
Yes, now.
You were there from Monday now. You
are there.
have.
It's not your money that's inside.
I would not carry plates now. So
You'd
when
have
we're
carried
going, when I was leaving the party, like about maybe 12-ish, after we saw, we went up now to go and take food, but they're like, do you have plates? Say no, we don't have plates. If you give us plates,
nylon.
so it's the plates. The person
We'll collect nylon.
nylon.
Yes.
See, Genesis. Nobody will know because you just put it in nylon. Then when you get here, you arrange it in your pack. Nobody is.
Put inside.
And you're not doing it in front of people, so that even makes it nicer.
They form fresh.
God damn it.
Never go wedding.
You sabi the address now.
Food for don't finish now.
Do that.
Well, aside the party, did you get up to anything this week? How was work? How was?
I think I was mostly at training. I went to Edinburgh, so it was
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Yeah, first time there.
Is it like England, or they are different?
To be honest, I don't know. I hardly even had conversations
Where's
with
Edinburgh?
Scotland.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you see the spelling, it's not B.
It's
It's
Edinburgh.
It's the way she said it. I tell Edinburgh.
So they say Edinburgh. The first time I heard it, I'm like, I feel uncomfortable every time I pronounce that thing. I'm like, it has to be.
Guys, take one step back before you pronounce the word, before you cast. Me, I've just accepted Edinburgh.
What they call you? What they say? It's Edinburgh, you wank.
No, it's Edinburgh.
So you sure had a great time.
Yesterday, yes, it was.
I'm going to do small shout out. If you guys don't know, Jumoke just got married. She's like,
oh my god,
top 50 newest brides in the.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking for your ring.
Flashing.
Oh, okay. Because when you did this one,
Nothing.
All right, so let's quickly go into what we have for today. The first thing before we go, what do you think is the ideal definition? Like, what is your ideal definition for someone who is a friend?
I think for me, the first thing is realness.
Okay.
Energy, vibe. If I feel that around you, the likelihood that you become my friend is really high.
Okay.
And then, as we go, it now depends on what happens after. Are we keeping up? Do we have the same values? Do we have the same beliefs? Do we think alike?
Same values as in.
I know how did they check values for friends?
It's not that deep. It's I think it's just something that you notice. When I say vibe, I think all of it is inside.
Vibe,
yeah. Okay.
All of that is inside. It's not serious. And I say, what's the number one value? No, it's not that serious. But for me, that's it.
No, when you said value in my head, I was like, maybe you guys have like the person you think would be your friend has certain opposing views about how they see certain things. Like, for example, if you are pro-life and the other person is pro-abortion, right? Would that constitute a value that you would say, me, I don't like this person. You can't be friend.
I think not really, to be honest. It has to be that. I think if we have similar values in certain things, it can't be everything. It can't be all my values that you tick. So, and I mean, you also have to respect people's opinions or whatever it is. So if I like parties and you like parties, that's number one. If I don't like certain things and you don't like certain things, that's number two. But then if you are pro-life and pro-abortion or whatever it is, that doesn't then mean that we cannot be friends. That would be me respecting your choice or whatever it is.
That's an interesting take. I have a question, but Nusa, Zena, what's your definition of friendship? No, let's not use friendship. Like a friend. Before you call someone a friend, what needs to be checked?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've made a new friend in like ages.
Yeah,
The old
bad.
ones.
So I don't know.
Okay, so for the old ones, what was it for you?
I think the old ones are just people that you have spent a large percentage of your years together with. You know, it's not just about value. If you like, be dull. It really doesn't. As well as we've been in the same space, we've consumed the same things, we've been in the same area, we've discussed about something for a long period of time. Even if at that time that you guys were in the same space, you were not really friends. But by the time you come out of it, there's just thing that when you come out from that space, you know, realize that, we share the same experiences. So if you share the same experiences over time, those are the people that then become your friends. You know. So if you're someone that's always changing, you're always changing zone. That's why I think it's hard for you to keep friends. So.
So maybe that explains why you've not really had friends since school, because school was like the last place you were in, a confined place. But it also fits into the question. But let me just give my quick take on friendship. I genuinely, my own friendship is hard. It's too serious. Like, I feel like I have a lot of acquaintances. Like, hey, how far my G? You are working in university. Hey, bro, how far now? Yeah, and guys are very easy at doing that. But for me, before you become a friend, so for me, I struggle to say no to friends because I feel like,
you know your friends are watching this, right?
no,
Before they go
don't put
ask you
don't
for
put
money.
pressure on me. Let me just speak my
what's
mind
up.
and get it out of my chest. But for me, like, I find it hard to say no to friends, and my friends will be able to tell. Like, I'm that kind of person that if you want to borrow money from me and I don't have the money, I'm like, oh my God, I don't want this guy to have to borrow from somebody else. For him to have come to me, it's because he thinks I'm his friend and I need to come through. I'll go and help you borrow from somebody. That's how I can be. It's maybe a toxic trait because I could get myself in trouble. But before you meet that tag called my friend, there's recruitment process. It's not regular. It's
Is
not
that deep?
Is there benefit?
For me, it's pretty deep because imagine that
Is there benefit?
What is the
the
benefit?
benefit is
Thank you.
that I will most
You can
likely
borrow
not
money.
give you no.
You can borrow money.
Yeah, because think about it. If I have too many people that I cannot say no to, and then I'm finished. So I need to have like a very small sect of people. Like, okay, A, B, C. These guys. If you reach out to me,
well, that's for you. But I don't think it's necessarily that. I have a lot of friends, and I don't think I say no to a lot of people. But like, if I don't have it, it's different. I'll go out of my way to help people. Like, it's not like I'll not kill myself. But then my friend would have to understand the position I'm in, not to be able to help you. Do you get what I mean? Like, I have a lot of friends, and
yeah, that's why we have you
don't
on this
say no.
episode now. You are
Please.
queen of friendship. Like,
please, we are growing, no. Things they change.
I wanted to throw the question to Genesis since he said. So the question is, what's the worst thing a friend has ever had you do? Or if the worst thing, maybe not the worst, but the most difficult thing that a friend has asked you to do for them, and you had to do it because you cannot say no.
there's one that's just come to mind quickly, and there may be something worse, but this is the one I'm just going to speak about. So now that I think about it, he wasn't even too much of a friend. I spent a good period of time with him, and there's something we say often that is a thing we picked from him. He was that influential at some point in my life, and then he came to me and was like, bro, I've just started a business. I need some money to raise, and I don't have the money. You look like you have a good network of people that if you said there's a business, if you invest XYZ, you get 10% returns. And people will be like, okay, I know Genesis. I may not even know the business, but I know Genesis. And so if I invest, there's most likely some guarantee that it is legit and I'll get my money back. The only problem was, it was at the time MMM had just...
So your friend introduced you to MMA?
No, he did not. So it wasn't MMM.
I know.
He did not,
I know.
Oh God. He didn't introduce me to MMM. He had his own business. He just wanted
MMM-like.
his business. Yes, MMM-like business.
Please don't kill me.
Anyways, so it was hard to go to my guys then to see, and he needed like a lot of people. So I was like, will I have to say no? He really begged and begged and begged and begged. I did it eventually, but guess what? After that, we sort of grew apart because I was expecting too much. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying here now. What's all this? Let me
Yeah.
breathe.
Let be poor. Breathe.
Pay off? Did it pay off?
I was gonna say that. I was gonna ask that.
The
Did the business? No, the question is, the people do. Nobody
So
does.
Did you do?
If,
I didn't do it.
if
I couldn't.
Genesis, if people had done it and the thing flopped, what would you have done? Because you put so much trust, like people trusted you, and that's why they would have.
So that's where, like I said before, I was like, he wasn't even as much a friend. I was just trying to
Right.
help. When I was telling people, I give them disclaimer.
I don't know.
Bro, sis, if you want to run this thing, this
I'm
is
not
the
there.
person. Speak with him, engage yourself. Me, like I'm only linking you to the opportunity. If you want to
Yeah.
run with the opportunity, go ahead. That's what I did, and it was part of the reasons why he wasn't so happy with me because he made it look like I wasn't giving them the gist the way they would take it from me. I was leaving some room for
Before.
doubt for them. So that's where the problem was. I was just going to ask something before we move to the next thing. Was you said that you just need to have vibe. There's no frequency at all related. Like there's no frequency of time. So my brother said, oh sorry, let me say Zena. He said you have to have been in a confined space with him. He must have shared memories with you such that even if you guys are past that confined space, it lives on. For you, you said it was just vibes. So do you need like this person? I need to have known you for at least 3-6 months before the
Yeah.
person can be your friend. Or if I meet you today in one party, me and you just they dance. You'll be like, I want to see my G for the.
Yeah, so that's why I said realness first before
Okay.
vibes. You can be my friend. I can meet you today and you can be my friend next week. You can stop being my friend.
Okay.
You can. If I discover or see that, it's not what I thought it was. You get like, if I see you and I like your vibe, I like your energy, we talk.
I feel like you're describing a relationship.
No, it's like because I make friends easily. So that's how I have everybody that I know here, I met them, I think so, except for people that we had the party together. I literally met everybody here. I think except for Chinaza, and we're not even friends in Nigeria. But like Temi, all of them, we met here, and then they are my good friends.
Okay, so
So it's not what do you call that thing again?
It's not how far that way.
Yeah, that's it.
oh, nice
Summary.
one. So the next thing for me was, do you guys believe there's such a thing like friends and close friends? Because for me, based on my definition, you can tell that it's either you're my friend
Yeah.
or you are my guy or you are acquaintance or something else. I don't necessarily have close friends. Do you get? So that's why if I'm going to say, you get one of my, if I'm going to say, if someone that's not my friend says I should speak with you, I'll be like, my guy. I will not say my friend because you're not my friend. You're my guy. Do
Yeah.
you get? So for me, it's pretty straightforward.
People
You're
that
either
say
a
no to
friend
Genesis.
or not a friend. Do you think that there's friend, close friend, inner caucus?
Oh, we
you
are
know?
big cults.
So people.
So
there
what
are
do you
people
mean? No, what do you mean?
I mean,
Because for me, it's probably like that.
so you have-
I have yes, and like so maybe that's where you know like
Before they
section the how well and how jiggy people that have known longer, people that have been there for me that we've been through everything, our experiences have been the same, blah blah blah. Maybe they'll be in the
But then you
Inner
set yourself
caucus.
up for friendship problem.
no, but like the funny thing is I actually don't have friendship problems. Like
You don't know about.
no, I actually don't have. No, I don't think I've ever had any serious dramatic.
Is I think the way you know how you mentioned why you have inner chamber. You have that's where if you tell inner chamber something. Inner chamber now maybe there's a tree. You know the way you have explained that there's a
Yeah.
tree and everybody's converging to meet you at the center. And the closer they are to you in that tree, the closer the friend is to you, right? So if someone that is in the closest to you, let's call it section A. Section A is the closest to you. Let's say there are only three people. And then there's like 5 people in section B. Now those 5 people in section B are also friends with the 3 people in section A.
No.
How do you
It's not always like that.
She's the link.
Yeah, the link. If you're
Yeah,
not
actually, it's
they
not
don't
always like
know
that. No, they might know each other, but they don't have to be friends.
so my but
like,
if
it's
they
not like-
see each other, they'll talk.
They say hello, but like what I tell A doesn't go to B. What I tell B doesn't
How
go
do
to
you-
A.
how
I
do
don't
you
tell
just-
B. what A tells me. I don't tell A what B tells me.
I can't imagine
handle that?
And
My head
it's
will
not even,
pain
you know, the
me.
funny thing is, it's not even hard work. I think it's more of maybe like a personality thing because I don't have to stress to do it. I don't even think about it. It's
You know,
just,
sorry, I'm cutting you. I now I'm thinking that I always say a lot that people that have friends and they do trade. They will collect juice from you,
And
give you,
No.
you collect.
How that-
So
how that
because that's how
woman's
they
friend now?
strengthen their relationship. They're like, I think I give you juice. That person will now say, this person is my friend for giving me this juice. They take your own, you give that one. This person,
Nah.
I honestly, I'm not saying that's who you are, but that's how I've always thought that. In fact, I used to think that any friendship that passed two people together,
yeah.
like, closest set of people, once you are three, you don't finish because 1, 2 will be closer than the third party. The third party will now be like, but this person.
No,
don't
so
even
I
like
think
me.
the way it is for me is I have different groups of friends and I don't have the same type of friends. Everybody has different personalities. I like you for a different reason. So what I share with you as a friend is not the same, like with person A, it's not the same thing I share with person B. They don't have the same personality. I don't deal with them the same way. And like I said, it's not even hard work because for me, if you're real, if you're 100, if you're there for me, I don't think I have friends that do all the, she said, they now said, she now told, we are now, in fact, maybe I did have them and maybe I like cut them off, right? But like, if I just see that happening, I cut you off immediately.
Yeah.
Do you get-
So, what was I going to? I was going to ask you something just now. Just left my mind. But I was just going to give a comment that basically you have a pecking order. Do you know? And do you ever think that your friends fight to be like starting 11? You know, starting 11 that's the starting team in football. There can be a lot of players in a club, but then there's a guaranteed 11. Now, those guaranteed 11 will be like your inner, like if you have the biggest news of your life now, those are the first people you will give the gist to.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't think I have. It's like saying that there's just 3 vacancies for section A, and then everybody's fighting.
But even in section A, there will be a
can be
pecking
20
order.
people.
There will be
No.
a pecking order. So
I
are you
mean,
saying, let me put you on the
okay.
spot. Who's your best friend now?
Who was your
I want the answer. Let me.
who was your chief of bridesmaids?
Who was your chief
my
bridesmaid?
sister.
Very
That's
safe.
easy way
Very
out.
safe.
Yeah.
Very safe. Because I'm like,
I
you see
mean-
in our WhatsApp group, in one of our friends' mind, they'll be like, it has to be me now. Come on. It has
I've
to
had
be me.
people say to themselves that no, it's me. Like, but like for real though, like I think it's who you think you are to me. Even if you're not, I don't see you every day. When we speak, what we share, what we talk about, how we're there for each other. I think that's how it is, and everybody understands that. I don't know how.
Just question.
Like-
What do you talk about?
Life stuff. I mean,
Like, what do you mean?
Someone's
Career.
You're struggling with the concept of friendship too much.
What do you get when you say life stuff? What do you mean by life stuff? Like, do you
oh,
talk
hey.
about politics, or do you say, look at this thing that's going on? Look at this
My
this Russian paruna
What
that's
my
going on.
business is
Or do you guys talk about Banky W and
No.
do you
please,
guys,
I'm not there.
like that's what I'm saying? Because
No,
like,
so
what do you
it's
guys
okay.
talk
So if
about?
I meet someone for the first time, I think it's hey, like I said, I'm probably always hey, hi, how are you? And then if you're like that with me, I'm just like, oh, how are you? How are you doing? Where do you work? What are you doing here? Blah blah blah. And then if I start to hear the things that you do or the kind of things that you've done, I get interested. Oh, nice, okay, yeah. And I start telling you about myself. Oh, and then obviously the way you speak, the energy I get determines how. And then if I want to go out the next day or go out another day, I'm thinking, oh, this girl would probably be nice to hang out with. And
So when you go out with all your friends, like let's say section A, section B, those 3 carcasses are all at one event. How do you now decide who you give your time to?
everybody's there.
No. Let's say you cannot afford.
You know
cannot,
what? This sounds like
It's like you are putting her on firing squad, but but think of it like you cannot have one big table. You only have there are 3 tables. Section A, section no, let's not call it. There are just 3 tables at this event, and people are now sat on the tables, and you have to spend. Let me tell you what Jumoke basically goes within. How far? Spend 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
I think to be honest, I think I can answer that one for her
Okay.
because
maybe I don't know.
one of the things that I think I just forgot to mention is that in friendships, I think she's right. There are categories of friendships, but categories in the sense that you have family friends, you have work friends, you have adugbo friends.
Yeah, maybe
you
that's
have
what.
Twitter friends.
Yeah.
But none of these people mix in the sense that the things you discuss with work friends, they go past work.
No, but chill. There are some things you may like. There are some updates in your life that you may have to like. For example, when you were getting married, adugbo, work, family, everybody needs to know that I get because they are your friends at the end of the day. So they need to have this G. So it means that at the point where she had that update, there was a strategic disclosing of this information. I'm gonna give person because if person's at that number years before this one, will be like, So how am I hearing after this?
But
Does it
that's
make sense? I think that if I have 3 friends, there is no way you will not know that other friend because I will talk about that friend too much. Do you get what I'm saying?
My own isn't the same as yours. I'll use 2 people as an example. I know you know Boss.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it.
No.
This is where you get if you are the close friend.
Don't mind them. I used 2 people as because from uni, they followed me from uni. I met Bosse Idayat in 100 level diploma. I met Zainab in 200 level. Those 2 girls are really close to me. They're not even friends. I can't even say they're friends.
No,
but they're both
family.
They are not friends in any way, but like they can hang out. I can invite one
I get what you
person
mean.
to the other persons, and then but they would never call each other and say, "Hey, what's up? Let's chill, let's hang out."
If something happens between one of them, right, and you knew about it,
What do you mean? What's the something?
something personal,
Okay.
something personal,
Bad or good?
for the purpose of, let's say, bad,
Okay.
that it could possibly affect the other person in a way. Is it a scenario?
It's
Just
not
roll with it.
linking. As you said it like this.
She will not agree. She will not take that because I know where you're getting. I'm trying to say somebody has done something that also affects that other friend.
It did not
and
link.
you think that that
Exactly.
person should know
Should
because
know.
she's saying you never exist so that she will never.
No,
have
I
to
did
cross
not
this
say it
divide.
never exists.
Okay.
Say what you said again.
So, for the first person, she did something, right? Something bad, right? For the purpose of this scenario, something bad that indirectly or directly would affect the second person. And then the person that did something bad told you. Would you tell the other person?
I will tell the person that did the bad that, let's go and tell this person.
And she says no.
I will push you.
I mean, imagine how if she says like, no, I can't say this, and then you guys now decide to.
So that's the thing, right? I think when I have conversation, thinking about that scenario, if it's these 2 people that are very close to me, it can't be a no. It has to make sense to me. No, because then I'm in the middle. Do you get what I mean? It has to make sense to me. I'll make it make sense to you as to why you need to let that person know.
Do you know what it reminds me of? I watched a video recently where like when 3 people are together, but there's only one friend that links off you, and then as you're all standing together and talking, the one friend now goes out to the toilet.
You don't finish.
The main 2 of you are now like,
You know the funny thing? It's not like that.
That's
You
crazy.
guys, I think it's because you
Just
cannot
wait.
relate. It's
Yeah,
not
I
like that.
guess let's
It's not like that.
So my next question really is: would you say that some of your friends get jealous?
Yeah.
You can like you admit that
Yeah.
you get
Because
jealous.
I've had scenarios, I know.
How do you manage it?
jealous of what? I don't
Like they're jealous that you're spending more time with another person instead of them. Maybe they see you're hanging alone, like
So I
you
think
don't want to hang with me.
so I think that, like I said, personality too is there. Maybe because I'm a very lively, jovial person, and I try to reach out to everybody. And it's not work. If it becomes work to me, I would let you go. But for the people that don't make it work, for the people that don't say, "Oh, you've not come here for 65
you
days,"
make
now,"
it there.
no, those are ones I would just. But for the people that don't make it work, like I think I reach out to them and I'm just like, no, there's you.
So
that
you know,
me,
but
I have
sometimes-
plenty friends. Like I said, if I keep explaining that to you and you do not understand and you are fighting me every time, sister.
Quick one. Do you think it's valid? It makes sense that is it valid to be jealous of your friends? Like
Of your friends'
no,
friendship.
yeah,
with
of your
another
friends'
person.
friendship with other people, not like jealous of them, like in terms of they are doing well. But I mean, like
So
you
then it's
have-
like, who will I be jealous of?
no, not that
Jealous
way.
for.
Not
the
that
word
way.
concepts. Like,
The word concept.
I'm trying to think of my own.
No, think about it like this. You have 4 of your friends are close friends. 4 of you are close friends, and then every day you are seeing on WhatsApp status that 2 of those friends, person A and person B, have been hanging out back to back to back to back to back to back. You can't relate, but they're like,
He's so confused.
why are they not inviting me to be with
No,
them?
but I think that's normal, even for me. Like,
Uh-huh.
I think
you get jealous too.
not serious jealousy. Honestly, there's this my friend in Canada. I'm always like, anytime she posts, I'm always like, And you know me, I have more friends. So anytime she posts, I'll not be like, now wow. She will just tell me if I slap you. You know, for me, it's like, do you know how many more friends you've made in the UK? So but it's not it's just something that crosses your mind. And for me to even tell her that, now wow, it's just me being honest. And it's not that deep, really.
So,
But there's some people that I know that take it personal, like really, really personal.
Yeah,
and if I explain it to you, and I think, well, we're not young people.
so
We are getting
okay, has terms and conditions. I am this great a friend, but here's what it is being my friend.
At
I
all.
have other friends. Read this term and
At
conditions.
all.
Sign at the bottom.
That's
too.
very
you know,
wrong.
sign be going.
No
I know
way,
it.
at all. That's
Obviously,
not
I'm
me.
joking, but it almost seems like if I'm like you said, if I have to explain this to you
Yeah,
over
because
time, it
I would
becomes
be
like
because I would be a friend to you. So the excuse is, what my question to you is, what's your excuse? Like, why are you so jealous? I saw you last week. I'm seeing you next week.
voila.
I said, no, that's what's going on
Like
in my
rooster.
own head.
Thank
You
you.
get?
Yes.
But like, because I'm actually asking, like, I'm actually creating time for you as my friend. So why are you jealous that I'm also doing that for another person that I call my friend?
I'll pay top dollar to get what all your friends are thinking of.
To be
as they are
honest,
saying all these
actually.
things. I will pay like if I could just figure what if they get to watch this episode and
Yeah.
they get to see what it's like in your mind as their friend. Like I'm just keen to see.
But I think the summary of everything I'm saying is, with me, it's not that deep.
Yeah, I think the
It's
minute it becomes a
vibes,
chore
real-
for you,
Yeah, exactly.
you
It's
are
not that,
logging
I don't
off.
even think about it really. I just go with the flow.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How many friendship WhatsApp groups are you on?
Me?
That's another thing. Imagine
I'm
you're
not on
this
a
WhatsApp
lot.
group and you
Yeah,
don't
I
make
know,
that
I
one.
know that
I'm
one.
not on a lot.
How many?
Friendship, I
Yeah.
think is maybe 2 or 3.
I thought you were about to say 12.
For what? No,
So,
maybe 2 or 3.
the 2 or 3 WhatsApp groups you're in, are there people in group 3 that are not in group 2?
They probably know each other, but you know what? There's one group that I'm on that I'm not friends with everybody in that group. So I talk, but like I don't really go there to like say personal stuff. We're just there. But like there's another one that the 3 of us
You know, like that's a thing. There's a WhatsApp group, 7 people are there. There's now another WhatsApp group, 4 people are there. 3 of you not make that.
Let me make that cut.
You say this one in that one without you. Like life is so.
But
it's
that's
so
not what I
funny.
explained now.
No. I'm not saying no. So that no,
Let nobody
Moke didn't
come
say
and
that.
beat me up.
She didn't say that. I'm just saying that. But think about it, you guys. You may not make that. Just think about it for a second.